Get that going. Perfect. All right. Hey there, righty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Overdogs franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. You know before here in Control the Dogs, and we are in the regular season finale here, getting a tune-up game for the playoffs, as we've already locked up the division title as well as a playoff berth before this final game against the worst team in the league this season, the Jacks. We're coming into this game on a 10-game winning streak, currently sitting at 11-4 on the year, coming off a massive win over the Crocodons last game episode to clinch the division title behind 8 solid innings from Tarak Smith as we won this game 10-3. Today's episode, we are taking on the last place Jacks in the final game of the regular season, but first we're going to be making a couple roster moves here before we jump into the action, as there are some guys I wanted to bring in here before we jumped into the final game, as we found a way to get the reliever I was targeting, Sal Slinger, to upgrade over Jacob Marshmallow in the bullpen. And the way to do it is this. We bring in Slinger to replace Marshmallow already. Jacob, of course, has been struggling all year. He hasn't really developed either, so he's kind of just wasting a roster spot right now, and this is going to cost us a little bit of money. But we make that move, and then, this was pointed out to me by Scootsy, 16, that I can go out and get Maggie Rags, who I wasn't really considering all that heavily, to replace Seymour Sox. And this gives me a bench outfield option still to work with. In addition to Estrada, I now also have Sox, which is not in Sox. We'll have Rags, who can still play the entire outfield. Remember, she used to be a full utility player, but now can only play the outfield and second base. We'll get a little bit of money back, puts us at 6-6, and it gets our chemistry back to Tier 2 Scholarly, or Tier 3 Scholarly, which is where we need it for a majority of our traits. So we come out looking better after those moves, because now we've got a better defensive option there on the bench in Rags, so we can just sub in late in games to relieve whoever we want. And then we get Slinger, who is a much more composed long relief option that we could turn to early in games if our starter gets injured. And we need, not only do we need someone to eat a couple innings, but also need someone to get us further in the game, and we could actually trust giving them the ball. So taking on the last place Jacks, they're 3-10. On the mound for them is former Overdog Chasey Kim. 0-2 with a 7.43 ERA, 1.65 whip. One of those 2 losses was against us earlier this year. He is Tier 1 consistent. And on the mound for us in his final start of the regular season, rookie Mario Klein, Tier 3 Elite 4-seamer, Tier 2 workhorse, 2-1 record with a 2.75 ERA and a 1.17 whip. Lineup for today's game, leading off at second base is Elroy Action. Batting second, locked in center field, Ray's Rufo. Batting third, left fielder Filet Jones. Batting fourth, locked in at shortstop, Carlton Starr. Batting fifth at first base, rookie Mira McFarland. Batting sixth, locked in at right field, is rookie Rash Estrada. Batting seventh, rookie catcher Beckham Crosby. Batting eighth is third baseman Dig Aforto. He is getting the start today over Kira Nutmeg. And batting ninth is Mario Klein. Dig is starting over Kira because she is tense. Estrada starting over Yoshida because he got hurt. And the other 3 guys, King, Braggs, and Rhodes, I'll probably sub them in later in the games just to give everyone a fair chance. And looking at the lineup for the Jacks, leading off at second base is Bruno Adamo. Batting third baseman Butt Puckerton. Batting third, locked in center field, Razzie Dazzler. Batting fourth, shortstop Chimo Gaspar. Batting fifth, tense right fielder Vinny Vortex. Batting sixth, tense new left fielder Jules Bergman. Axel Torque got released earlier this year. Batting seventh, new first baseman Ben Cringer, or Kringer, depending on how they pronounce it. Batting eighth, catcher Billy Bronx. And batting ninth is pitcher Chasey Kim. Let's jump into it and have some fun here as we head out under the lights at the Modi Yard for the regular season finale, looking to extend our winning streak to 11 straight games. This game really doesn't mean anything to us at all. We've already, I think, locked up number 1 seed by a tiebreaker. Actually, I don't even think it's a tiebreaker, really. We've already locked up number 1 seed. We've already locked up the division title and a playoff spot. We're not playing for anything, and the Jacks, they're not even trying to play to get into the playoffs. Like, this game means absolutely nothing. So let's get through it and get it on. Damo leading off, locked in, hitting 190 on the year with 2 RBIs. It's been a season for him to forget, facing rookie Mario Klein. Klein on the year 2-1, 2.75 ERA, 1.17 whip, 7 runs given up, 6 earned, 3 starts, 19 2/3 innings, averaging about 6 1/3 innings to start, almost 6 2/3. 18 hits surrendered, 5 walks, 4 homers, 8 strikeouts, and a batting average against of 247 for Klein. Not a lot of swing and miss stuff from the rookie pitcher, but he's been doing a solid job of getting batters out. And going deep into games for us as well. When you have workhorse, that kind of helps. First pitch curve is pulled up the third base line under the glove of Fordo as he was playing a little too far over. Hasn't really started all year, so he's a little rusty. Lead off first pitch single there for Adamo. Next up is third baseman Butt Puckerton, batting .280 with a homer and 3 RBIs on the season. Almost forgot to put my phone on mute there. There we go. Put that on silent. Don't want the vibration going across the table. Here comes the fastball to Puckerton. Runner goes on the hit and run, but it's pulled well foul. 0-1. Hunter away. Runner goes on another hit and run. It's pop foul. In play, though, for Crosby over there in front of the first base dugout. 1 down. Next up will be Razzie Dazzler. Center fielder locked in, hitting .404 with 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Slider inside, chopped up the first base side. Klein bare hands, goes to second. Does not get Adamo, who slides in just ahead of the throw on the fielder's choice. Everybody's safe. 2 on, 1 down for Gaspar. Shortstop with tier 1 low pitch, hitting .312 with a solo home run on the air. Away, taken high, 1-0. The distractor over active at second base there for Adamo. Come down and in, checked inside, 2-0. Down, fouled off, out of play, 2-1. Heater away, checked outside, 3-1. Ladder up. Fouled off by Gaspar, out of play. Count goes full. Runners will be off with the pitch. Roll down and in. Whiff through it, strike 3. He gone. First punch out for Klein. 2 down. And here's Vortex, right fielder, Tense, hitting .246 on the year. I really thought they were going to steal. I really thought we had 2 outs for some reason already. Oh, I'm confused. All right. First pitch to Vortex, slider up and away, out of the zone, 1-0. 2-seamer down and in. Then he hits it hard up the middle. Carlton dives out of his reach into center field. Rufo charges in, comes up throwing as the runner's going to try and score. Throw to the plate just late. Good throw from Rufo, but the tag from Crosby comes his half second too late. Adamo scores on the 2-out RBI single. It's 1-0 Jacks. Left fielder Jules Bergman up next at Tense with tier 2 first pitch Prayer, replacing the struggling Axel Torque in left field. Distractor no longer affecting Klein as he gets a curveball over on the first pitch as it's whiffed through by Bergman. Where's he down and away? Doors, 0-2. He's down and in. Doors! He is gone! Second punch out of the inning for Klein, and that gives him 10 on the season as he reaches double digits. 2 stranded here in the first for the Jacks, but they do get a run home on a 2-out single by Vortex. 1-0 Jacks, bottom 1 action. Rufo and Jones due up here against Chasey Kim. Elroy leads off locked in, tier 2 for a fastball hitter and first pitch slayer, batting .424 with a homer, 8 RBIs. Let's have a look-see here. Where's Kim? 0-2 with a 7.43 ERA and a 1.65 whip. 11 earned runs given up in 3 starts, only 13 in the third innings, so he's barely getting through 4 in the third innings of work. 19 hits, 3 walks, a wild pitch, 5 homers, 6 strikeouts, and a batting average against .333. Very, very bad year for Kim. First pitch heater down in the way, off the plate, 1-0. Slider down and in, hit well by Elroy to left center, but that's going to hang up out there, caught by Bergman for the first out. Next up, Rays Rufo, center fielder locked in with tier 2 high pitch and rally starter because we are losing. Batting .400 even on the year with 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Right there in the happy zone. I should have swung at that slider. 0-1. Forkball hangs down the middle, fouled off late. 0-2. Rufo behind. Slider well out of the zone. 1-2. Either way, line by Rufo to left center field. That's going to split the fielders and roll all the way to the fence as Dazzler chases after it and runs it down against the wall in left center. Rufo trots into second with a 1-out double. First extra base hit of the day for the Dogs offense, and that'll bring up Filet Jones. Left fielder hitting .388 with 4 homers, 13 RBIs. First pitch heater right there at the top of the zone, 0-1. Little hack activates a tier 3 now for Jones. Heater ups and in, popped him up out in front of the plate. Kim off the mound will make the catch, 2 down. Runner holds at second here for Carlton Star with Tier 2 RBI hero and first pitch Slayer. Locked in hitting .435 with 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Heater inside on the first one, jammed on the ground into left field for a base hit. Rounding third is Rufo. Bergsman's throw is off the line. Bronx had to come off to stop it, and that is going to be a run scored for the Dogs. As Rufo's aggressive base running forces a rush throw from Bergman. RBI knock from Star, his team leading 18th RBI of the year, and it is all tied up at 1. He'll be at first with 2 down for rookie first baseman Mira McFarland, leading the team in batting average at .554. I believe she's leading the team with 5 home runs and has 16 RBIs, which puts her second on the team right behind Star, who is now 2 ahead of her. Heater up in there at the letters from Kim, 0-1. Slider put in, line softly to second, caught by Adamo to end the inning. But an RBI knock from Star ties it up at 1. To the second, Kringer, Bronx, and Kim coming up. All right. Nice to be back in the recording again, guys. Apologies for the lack of videos the recent couple of days. I've actually been sick. I could thank my son for that one. Brought all them germs home from school. Ben Kringer up next, hitting .167 with an RBI. Former backup Grappler's first baseman is Tier 2 whiffer, Tier 2 slowpoke. First pitch heater middle in. That is hit hard up the middle of the second. Diving his action to his left right to make the stop. He'll get up and fire to first in time. 1 down. Thank you, slowpoke. Billy Bronx, the catcher, up next, hitting .222 with 2 solo homers on the year and only the 2 RBIs to show for it, unfortunately. Hey, Silver Spring, welcome in. Nice to see you again. Hopefully your day is well. And yes, you are first. Welcome back. Klein's first delivery, heater low, 1-0, as they're starting to tee on that fastball, it appears. Slider up, ooh, just missed the letters, 2-0. Good tanks from Bronx so far. That heater's going to be well low and out of the zone, 3-0. Zimmer in there, strike called, 3-1. Slider away. Hard grounder to short, backhanded by Carlton. His sprinter was active for Bronx, but good throw across will put him away, 2 down. That'll bring up Chasey Kim, the pitcher, hitless on the air. Tier 1 consistent, still active. Curveball in the dirt, 1-0. Slider put in. Strike called from Kim, 1-1. Line's delivery, chase the heater low and away, 1-2. Two-seamer well outside, off the plate, 2-2 this time. Four-seamer middle in. Jammed on the ground and too short, charging it is a 4-0. Throw to first in time. 1-2-3 inning there for Klein as he gets through the second. Bottom 2, Estrada, Crosby, and Eforto. Rookie, veteran coming up. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Apologies for the lack of content. Been sick the past couple of days. Voice has been kind of screwed. Estrada locked in and right. Rookie's getting the start for the injured Yoshida, hitting .448 with 4 RBIs. Of course, in limited appearances, so he's not qualified for the league lead in batting average. Heater hits the inside corner, 0-1. Heater away, hard grounder to second, but Adamo on the backhand makes the play cleanly for the first out. Throw to first. Next up, rookie Beckham Crosby, the catcher, hitting .050 on the air with an RBI. Potentially a cut candidate for the playoffs? I don't know yet. Heater inside. Kim gets ahead again. 0-1. He's been pounding the zone with the first pitch. Heater down and then is low and in this time. 1-1. Just off the corner. Slider up. Chased and grounded to short. Gaspar charges. Throw to first. 2 down. Crosby retired. That'll bring up Dig Eforto, hitting .400 in limited at-bats off the bench with 2 RBIs. Starting for Kira Nutmeg at third base today because she's tense. Again. Heater high. 1-0. Heater down, hard hit at the middle, and Diggs got himself a base hit as he continues to surprise me with how well he can swing. That extends the inning with 2 outs here for the pitcher, Mario Klein. Rookie's hitting .429 on the year with an on-1 RBI. Heater up and away, taken high and away, 1-0. Heater down and in is popped up foul behind the plate. Bronx out of the crouch, puts it away to end the inning as it stays in play. To the third, it's 1-all. 1-all. Damo, Puckerton, and Dazzler do up against Klein. Ugh. I am Kevin Harlan. Welcome to Sunday Night Baseball on NBC. A happy day today after rescheduling the game because he got sick. His son sucks at keeping the virus away. Anyways, let's get to the game. I have enough to say. Back to the top of the lineup. Adamo did single and score in the first inning. And that one's ripped foul and out of play, 0-1. Slider away on the next one. Chopped up the middle. Another slow roller into center field this time. It's a second hit today for Adamo. He is 2 for 2. But Puckerton 0 for 1 today as he was retired after trying to do a hit and run. He popped out in foul territory to the catcher. Ball down on the way in the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Pick off, nothing doing. Okay, keeping him close. Breaking news, Mario crapped his pants while pitching. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, dear, that has got to be an uncomfortable feeling. Receiver middle in, runner does go for a called strike. Throw down to second by Crosby, just late. 0-2, though, the count to Puckerton as Adamo moves into scoring position again. His first stolen base of the entire season. He is 1 for 1. Of course, when you're batting under 200 coming into the game, that makes the lack of stealing numbers a little bit more sense. Driven away, outside high, 1-2. Distractor still active at second. Slider, whiff through strike 3. Third punch out for Klein as he got Puckerton to chase the slider. 1 down for Dazzler, locked in 0 for 1 today. Hit into a fielder's choice her first time up. Everybody was reaching safely, though, on that one. Two-seamer down on the way in the first one. That is hit well to right field by Dazzler. Estrada tracking back near the wall. Leaps and actually mistimed that one as it was at the bottom of the wall there. Throw comes to second, and the runner will hold at third. It's a double for Dazzler. 2 in scoring position now. 1 down for Gaspar as we're going to move the infield in. Try to cut that runoff at the plate. Breaking news, the Super Mega League said we will never expand because we are so lazy that we don't care about our players' money. Fair, fair. Alright, so let's see if we can get them out here. Gaspar struck out his first at bat. Slider misses inside, 1-0. So are we at 4 punch-outs? We are at 4 punch-outs already, right? Or is it 3? Where are you, Klein? Yeah, you're at 3, okay. Yeah, Gaspar struck out in the first, that's right. 1-0 count. Heater up and away, foul back. Apparently that was a low pitch somehow, 1-1. That's not a low pitch. How did that classify as low? That's like middle upper quadrant away. Ugh. This game really does not make any sense sometimes. Slider up and away, taken high, 2-1. Two-seam roughing in. Lined into center, Rufo coming on. Slides and makes the nice catch for the second out. Adamo tagging will run. He will score on the sac fly. It is 2-1 Jacks. As they once again go back out in front. This time it's Gaspar bringing him home. Vortex up 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Vinny drove in Adamo his first at bat. Now he's got to try and drive home a different runner this time. He's trying to bring home Dazzler. Throw ball down and in, low and inside, almost hit him in the shoe top, 1-0. Breaking news, the extinct Cleveland Indians gas station blew up. Oh dear. Well, hopefully no one was injured. Four-seamer down and away, outside and low, 2-0. Two-seamer down and in. That is ripped deep to right field. Estrada turns on the run to the fence. Turns around and makes the nice catch. This time he doesn't jump to try and catch it. He actually just coolly turns around to make the catch at the wall. And that ends the inning as we strand a runner. But the Jacks get another run home. This time it's a sac fly from Gaspar. Bottom 3. Action. Rufo and Jones do up against Kim. Trailing 2-1. Elroy back up as we were at the top of the lineup again for the Dogs. Flew out to left center his first at bat. Keep it down in the first one. Line hard to short. Right at Gaspar, though, for the first out, unfortunately. Rufo up next. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Heater up and away. Taken high. 1-0. Again, rally starter active for Rufo. Heater inside. 2-0. Good hitters count. Will he get a pitch to drive? He does. Up and in. Hitting the hole. Jammed him. Gaspar dives to cut it off. Throw across. Not in time. Infield single for Rufo. That's going to put him on fire, I believe. And here's Jones, 0 for 1. Yeah, he's on fire now. All right, Filet, let's see if we can bring him home here. Popped out to the pitcher's first at bat. Heater well outside, 1-0. Peter bin, line hard to short, but right at Gaspar again. Second down. And that's going to put it on Carlton. No RBI hero this time. It's still first pitch Slayer. He did drive home Rufo the first time. Everyone is questioning if I remember the gas station because sometimes this is something like that happens. He's like, I don't remember that. Honestly, it's been a hot minute. I'm sure it existed at one point. My memory is a little foggy. Could just be the medicine. Runner goes on the first pitch. Heater up, strike called. Throw down to second by Bronx. Just late stolen base for Rufo. He's in scoring position to activate RBI hero. 5th steal of the year for Rufo. He's 5 for 5 now. 0-1 count to Star. Heater middle in, turned on by Star, driven deep to right center field. That's got some carry. Doesn't get to the wall, though. Dazzler calling for it at the warning track. Will put it away in front of the Bro Boom sign, and that will end the inning. Stranding Rufo at second. Top 4, Bergman, Kringer, and Bronx coming up. Damn, that was close. Almost got that out of here. Bergman up 0 for 1. Struck out his first at bat. He is tense. Still. Heater up and in, strike called, 0-1. He whiffed through that one, I guess. Zoomer up and away, out of the zone, 1-1. Slider away, off the corner, 2-1. Just missed it. Well, down and in, ball 3, 3-1. Come on, Mario, find the zone. Heater up, fouled off, out of play, 3-2. Had to get you some new pants, which you crapped yourself earlier. Two-seamer down on the way. Ah, walked him, ball 4. First walk today for Klein. The Overdogs coach says, I know it's against the rules of Super Mega League, but I have to go use the bathroom. Ben Kringer up. He is 0 for 1 today, I believe. Got robbed of a base hit by diving Elroy his first time up. Two-seamer up and in on the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Ball down and in. That is pulled foul. Out of play by Ben. 0-2. Whiffer now active at tier 2. Sliding down in the way. Low and outside. 1-2. Forcing left away. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Already 50 pitches so far for Klein. Only in the 4th here. Two-seamer skied into dead center. Rufo over a step. Now in to his left. Puts it away. 1 down. Runner still at first. Here's Bronx. He's 0 for 1 today. Slider down in the way in the first one. Whiffed over the top of it. Oh, well, 1. Two-seamer middle in. Lined out of Fordo. He makes the catch. 2 down. Way to spear that one. Dig. Didn't even have to move. He was ready there at the hot corner. That puts the pressure on Kim, who grounded out to Dig his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Down in the way, foul back, 0-1. Murrow says, you owe me a block of cheese. If you don't get me cheese, I became macaroni and cheese. Well, down and in. That's grounded to second. Elroy over. He'll go the short way to Star, and that's going to end the inning. Momentum was taking him that way. Fielder's choice ends the inning. Nobody's left on base. Bottom 4. It's 2-1. McFarland, Estrada, and Crosby coming up. McFarland 0 for 1 today, grounded out her first at bat. She's going to try and bring him, get us started here. Peter right there at the knees at 1-0-1 from Kim, 0-1. Kim just hit his 30th pitch of the day, as that's high and outside, 1-1. We've been very aggressive against him so far today, and it hasn't really worked to our advantage. Peter up, ooh, we're well late on it this time, 1-2. Chased it down and in for strike 3, first punch out for Kim. 1 down for Estrada, rookie 0 for 1. Rally starter activates at tier 2 for the first time today. Two-seamer inside off the plate, 1-0. Slider up and in, that's a strike this time, 1-1. Heater up, pulled by Estrada, deep left center field. He got around on it, and that one's in the doghouse, left of center. Home run for Estrada as the rookie goes yard to tie it up at 2. First career home run for Rash. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. I'm liking the growth I've seen from him this year. It's been impressive. Breaking news, Raw Blocks have laid off 100% of their workers. Oh, dear God. What does that mean for the platform? Crosby up. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. First pitch slider down on the way for a strike, 0-1. Forkball hangs on the next one. Chop through the legs of Kim into center field. That's a hit for Crosby. That's probably only like his second or third one of the entire season. But rookie is on. Here's a 4-0, 1-for-1 with a single. Peter well outside. That was well off the plate. 1-0. Almost a wild pitch from Kim. Forkball in there at the knees. 1-1. Chase one out of the zone. Line back to Kim, who knocks it down. Picks it up to second to get the lead runner. Afordo beats out the back end, though, to avoid the double play. And that is going to bring up Klein, pitcher 0-for-1. Peter up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Forkball down. Grounded hard to second. Adamo backhands the first, and that's going to end the inning. But a home run from Rash Estrada, the rookie's first of his career, ties us up at 2. Top 5, Adamo, Puckerton, and Dazzler do up. Breaking news, Roblox has been banned in all the countries for failing to protect the kids. That's fair, and that would explain the lack of workers needed, because they don't need them anymore if they're banned. Adamo up 2 for 2 today. He has singled twice, stolen 1 base, and scored twice. He's provided all of the Jacks' offense, basically. Curveball up and in on the first one. Foul back, 0-1. You're up away. That's a strike, 0-2. He's in the middle in. Pull deep to left field. Jones on the run. Turns around at the warning track. Puts it away. 1 down. Puckerton up next, 0 for 2 today. Forcing me down in the way in the first one. That's a strike. 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. Pulled foul. Out of play. 0-2. Slider down in the way. Low and outside. 1-2. Let's shoot Klein. Ball down and in. He gone! Chased it inside. 4th punch out for Klein today. 2 down in the inning, and here's Dazzler. 1 for 2 with a double. Dazzler doubled off the right field wall last time up after a mistimed leap by Estrada. Easy up and away in the first one. That's hit well. Deep to center field. Rufo on the run. Running out of room. Leaps at the wall, and he took away a home run. Ray's Rufo flashing the leather and showing everything he's done this year. Nothing but highlight reel defense. Bottom 5, 2-all remains the score. Action, Rufo and Jones coming up. Breaking news, the Overdogs are changing their stadium name from Roblox Park to Luxy-Cola Nasty Memorial Park. I like it. Very fitting. Yes, don't need to be no longer associated with that company that fails to protect the children. Action up, 1 for 2 today with a single. Peter up on the first one, line hard, backhanded by Adamo, though, for the first out. Actually, I think Elroy's now 0 for 3. Rufo 2 for 2, double and a single. He's on fire. He's also stolen a base. And scored once. High pitch active, but no rally starter for the first time today. Gotta swing at that one. 0-1. It's right there. Slider in, line hard to second, right at Adamo. 2 down. Here's Jones. He's 0 for 2 today. Pop out and a ground out. Heater away for a strike. 0-1 as Little Hack activates. Heater away, line to second. Adamo makes all 3 outs this inning. To the 6th, it's 2-all. Gaspar, Vortex, and Bergman coming up. Here's Gaspar 0 for 1 with a sac fly last time up, driving in the second run today for the Jacks offense. Klein now locked in after shutting them down last inning. Slider up and away for a strike. 0-1. Two-seamer up. High again. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Foul back. 1-2. Two-seamer up. Ooh, that drifted a little low. 1-2. Got it in. Jan pop up behind first. McFarland on the run. Lays out of her reach. Still 1-2. Ball down in the way. Low 2-2. Just missed. Breaking news. Filet Jones has eaten 20,000 burgers from McDonald's. Oh, dear. Well, that would explain his rotund size. But oh my god. I can't imagine how many calories that is. Jesus. How are you even able to move, dude? He's got to have the meat sweats at the very least. Two-seamer up and away. Chase, strike 3. 5th punch out for Klein. 1 down. Vortex up next, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. First pitch, two-seamer down in the way, taken low, 1-0. Slider up. That's a strike at the letters, 1-1. Goes down and then chopped, jammed him on the ground to short. Star charges, makes the play, throw to first, 2 down. Now to bring up Bergman, 0 for 1 with a walk last time up. First pitch, curveball down and in. Line to left center field. Jones coming on. Lays out, and he was well off the mark because of all them damn burgers he just ate. He really undersold that one. That's going to be a double for Bergman, his first hit of the season. He's 1 for 2 today. That'll keep the inning alive for Kringer. 0 for 2 today. Kringer's got an RBI chance. Let's see if he can bring him home. Breaking news, Travis Kelce. Oh boy, poos on Taylor Swift. Well... Ooh, that one's a tough one. No one's going to like that one. Curveball down. That's ripped, and that is a fair ball up the line in the left field corner. And Jones will have to track after it as he waddles after it into the corner. And Noodle Arm, of course, activates. It's an RBI double, and that makes it 3-2 as the Jacks go back out in front. Here's Bronx 0 for 2. Klein down the neutral mojo as well. Forcing it down and in. That's low. 1-0. Ball up and away. Whiff late on it, 1-1. Two-seamer down and away. Check strike called, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. High and inside, 2-2. Slider down and away. Low, 3-2. Count full. Ball down and in. Chased it, fouled off by Bronx. He stays alive. Four-seamer up and away. Hitting the hole to first. McFarland dives to her right, makes the stop. Flip the Klein in time to end the inning. Let's go. Great play, rookie. The 2 clutch back-to-back RBI back-to-back doubles give the Jacks their 3rd run as they take the lead 3-2. Bottom 6. Star, McFarland, and Estrada coming up. Everyone's chanting F Travis Kelce and Tay-Tay. Okay. Star up, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Locked in here. First pitch slider, just low from Kim, 1-0. Heater down on the next one, in there for a strike, 1-1. Heater down, grounded hard to first, right at Kringer. He'll take it himself, 1 down. McFarland up next, 0 for 2. Rookie's still looking for her first hit of the day. First pitch slider well inside and off the corner, 1-0. Heater down and then jammed by McFarland down the left field line. Fair ball. It just stays in as it kicks up some chalk. Bergman tracks it down in the corner, but that's going to be a double for McFarland. Her first hit of the day. She's 1 for 3, and that'll bring up Estrada, who homered last time up. He's 1 for 2. Breaking news, Taylor Swift reaches 0 followers on Spotify and YouTube Music. I would actually be very, very impressed if that actually ever happens. I don't think it ever will. But if that actually does happen, you have seriously done something horribly, horribly wrong to get that low. Like, it's almost impossible to reach 0 followers, right? Right? Strata 1 for 2 today with a solo homer. First pitch heater taken high, 1-0. Rally starter not active, of course, because there's a runner on base here. Heater way, fouled back, late on it, 1-1. Slider in, chase chopped on the ground to short. Gaspar, no play at third, will take the out at first. 2 down as Estrada's retired. Now it's going to put the pressure on Beckham Crosby. Rookie 1 for 2 with a single today. Crosby came into today with only 1 career hit. He already got his second. Let's see if he can do another one and bring home his 2nd career RBI. Heater up and in, taken high, 1-0. Heater down. Oh, he missed it. Just a little late as he popped it up. Shallow center behind second, caught by Adamo, and that ends the inning. Top 7, Kim, Adamo, and Puckerton coming up. Kim leading off. He's 0 for 2 today, but locked in. I'll give Klein the start of the inning, but if he gives up a base runner, I'm taking him out. Heater well low on the first one, 1-0. Ball up. High again, 2-0. Ball 3 inside, 3-0. Two-seamer in there. That's ripped to the gap, right center field, and Kim's going to have his first hit of the season as he'll reach It's going to be extra bases for the pitcher as he'll lead off the inning with a ringing double into the right center gap.
Now back, the second baseman, number 23,
Bruno Adamo up 2 for 3 with 2 singles locked in, and that's going to be doing it for Mario Klein as we're going to be making a pitching change and a double switch, actually. We are going to go ahead and bring in out of the pen as we're down a run and we need to keep ourselves in this game. We are going to go ahead and go to Steamboat with Sell, who hasn't been used in a hot minute. We'll take Crosby out. We'll double switch in King to catch. He'll bat second next inning. Steamboat will go over his numbers. 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA, 0.68 whip, 2 earned runs given up on 5 appearances, 7 in the third innings, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, a homer, and batting average against a 192. Asking you to keep us in this game, Steamboat. All right. Some random kid in the crowd said skibba-bop, bada-bop, skibbity toilet, yacht, Ohio Pizzeria. Because oh, please get that kid out of here. He's annoying. Skibbity-bop-ba-doo-bop. God damn it. Tier 3 gets ahead. Tier 3 elite 4-seamer active for Steamboat here out of the pen. Facing Adamo. Heater up and in at 105. 1-0. First pitch curveball down in the way. The next pitch fouled back. 1-1. Damo's reached twice, scored twice, stolen 1 base. He's 2 for 3 today. Two-seamer inside, 2-1. Down in the way. Chased it, 2-2. Curveball middle in. Ball 3, 3-2. Two-seamer up and in. Foul back, count full. Four-seamer up and away, skied down the right field line. Estrada over. Comes in for the first out as Kim will have to hold at second. He doesn't run well. Thank God. Next up, Puckerton. He's 0 for 3 today, yet to reach base. First pitch curveball down and in. Fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Popped him up. In front of the bag at second is Action. He's actually on the bag. He'll put it away. 2 down. Now to bring up Dazzler. 1 for 3 with a double. Who's locked in. Two-seamer down in the way in the first one. Low. 1-0. Curveball down in the way. Chopped on the ground to short. Star to his left. Cuts it off. Throw to first. That ends the inning as Steamboat strands the inherited runner right where it was. Second base. Let's go. Great pitch in Steamboat. Bottom 7. Forto. King in action. Coming up. Alright, offense. Let's get some magic going. Dig 1 for 2 with a single today as he's going to try and reach base again. He did last time on a fielder's choice. Kim locked in. Slider in there at the knees. 0-1. Heater inside. Broken bat. Pop up behind third. Down the line in left field. Run down by Puckerton for the first out. King up next. Alberto double switched in the top half of the inning. He's batting 188 on the season. Placing Crosby behind the dish. Heater up. Strike called. 0-1. King the better defensive catcher, not the better offensive one. Work ball down, chop back to Kim, who fields it cleanly. Throw to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Elroy, who's 0 for 3, yet to reach. He's also yet to hit the ball out of the in. Actually, no, he's hit 1 fly ball. First pitch slider, high, 1-0. Heater away on the corner, 1-1. Heater up, hit well by Elroy, deep right center field. That's carrying well. Dazzler on the run to the warning track, puts it away in front of the deep wall, and that ends the inning. To the 8th, it's still 3-2. Gaspar, Vortex, and Bergman coming up against Wissell, coming back out for his second inning. Gaspar up next, 0 for 2 with an RBI. That random kid keeps saying, Skibbity Tolikiat, Ohio Rizzler, Phantom Tax, I just want to be a Sigma Poo, and then he puked. Oh, God. Ew, get him out of here. He's drunk, clearly. Who gave a minor alcohol? First pitch to Gaspar, heater down, fouled off early, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. That's inside, 1-1. Kids had too much Luxy Cola to drink. Curveball rip foul, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Lined into center field. It's a hit for Gaspar, his first of the day. He's 1 for 3. Next up, Vortex, 1 for 3 with an RBI single earlier. Two-seamer up and away in the first one. Foul back, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. Vortex jams it on the ground. A short charging star. Flip the second one. Elroy to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice. One down. Here's Bergman. 1 for 2. The double on the walk. First pitch Prayer active. Curveball down on the first one. Runner goes. Strike called. Throw down by King to second. Not in time. Stolen base for the speedy. Who is that? Vortex. His fourth of the year. He's 4 for 4. 1 million kids in the stadiums are saying that, can we stop the game? I'm about to kill every kid in the stadium. Oh, no. Oh, they're saying it now. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's about to crash out hard. 0-1 pitch. Heater. Chase low. 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Jammed up the first base line. Soft liner caught by McFarland for the second out. Next up, Kringer, 1 for 3 with an RBI double last at bat. First pitch, four-seamer down. Chase grounded back, knocked down by Wassell behind the mound. He recovers, throw to first in time, and that ends the inning. Thank you, Slowpoke. Stranding that runner again. Bottom 8, Rufo, Jones, and Starr. Heart of the lineup coming up for the Dogs. Let's see if we can get back in and then break through against Kim. Here's Rufo, 2 for 3, double single. High pitch rally starter, both active, and he's still on fire. Can we please be like the virus and not let anyone in the stadium kick them out? Security. Heater up and in, taken high off the plate, 1-0. Kim over 65 pitches now on the day. He's still locked in, though. Slider misses outside, 2-0. Ah, bad pitch to swing at. It should be 3-0. It's 2-1 now. Peter Finn lined up the middle. Run down by Adamo for the first out. Damn it. Jones up next, 0 for 3. He's not made a lot of good contact today. Slider Finn taken high, 1-0. Slider up, strike called with the letters, 1-1. Chased it in the dirt, 1-2. That activates Little Hack. Peter up, line at the middle, base hit for Jones. There we go, Filet. That's some solid contact. His first hit of the day. He's 1 for 4. Tying run now on base with 1 down. Here comes Carlton, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. He's locked in. And that'll do it for Chasey Kim. He goes 7 1/3 innings today. Quality innings, even if the runner on first scores. It would be his responsibility. He still will get credit for the quality start. Struck out 1 batter all game. Didn't walk anybody. Very solid outing. Good job for him today. Matt Gunn, the elite reliever out of the pen, locked in. 3.31 ERA, 165 whip, 11 strikeouts. Tier 2 elite cutter. And in response to that, I'm going to make a double switch. I am going to sub in to pinch run. I'm going to bring in Maggie Rags over at first base. She is going to swap to right field, and Rash Estrada is going to move to his natural position of left field, as Jones is not very fast, so I want him off the base paths here. All right, Carlton, let's see what we can do. If we can put one in the gap, Maggie can score. Maggie was literally just signed before this game. She's more of a defensive pinch runner anyway, facing a locked-in Matt Gunn. Not a guy you want to see out of the bullpen, but he is one of the best. First pitch cutter in there at the letters, 0-1 at 98. Peter up, line at the third base line. Oh, just foul, 0-2. That would have been trouble. Cut up and in, pulled first base line, diving off the glove of Kringer in foul territory, 0-2. That would have been a double play. Here inside, ripped to right field, it's a base hit. Kringer couldn't get to it on the dive as he was holding Rags. First and second, 1 down. Go ahead run at first, tying run at second, and it's the rookie Mira McFarland looking to have had another signature moment to her rookie portfolio in her quest for the Rookie of the Year award. 1 for 3 with a double. Can she deliver? Curveball in there at the knees, threw us off, 0-1. Cut up and in, ripped on the ground to first. Kringer there to second, 1. Gaspar back to the pitcher. Not in time! McFarland beat it out. First and third now. 2 down for the rookie Rash Estrada. Locked in, 1 for 3. Homered earlier in the game. It comes down to him. Can he get it done and tie the game up here in the 8th? Curveball well high from Gunn out of the zone. 1-0. He's down to neutral mojo. Cutter up. That's a strike. 1-1. Peter up away. Chopped it on the ground to second. Adamo to first. That ends the inning as we screw it over. To the 9th. It's 3-2. Bronx, Gunn, and Adamo coming up. Bronx 0 for 3 today, the catcher, as Wissel's going to try and keep it a one-run game here. He is due up first next inning, so we could just sub him off if he gets into trouble and then pinch hit for that pitcher anyway. Okay, yeah, we're good. First pitch heater down on the way to Bronx, sits on it, driven to the gap, right center field. Newly inserted Maggie Rags is there, one down. Next up, Gunn, pitcher hitless on the air. He's locked in, he's staying in to bat. He is very tired, but they want him to hit. Curveball grounded right at Star on the first pitch. He'll charge in and make the throw to first, 2 down. Base is empty for Adamo. 2-4, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and 1 stolen base. Two-seamer up and in on the first one. That's fouled back on the broken bat as it shatters. Adamo gets himself some new lumber, 0-1. Two-seamer down in the way, low, 1-1. Curveball up and away. Fouled off by Adamo late, 1-2. Forcing me down, well low, 2-2. Forcing me down and in, low and inside, 3-2. Ripping in. He gone! Blew it by him! First punch out for Steamboat. And that sends him bye-bye back to dugout, 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 9, it's 3-2. Last chance to dance for the Dogs as our 10-game winning streak is on the line. Pitcher slot due up first, then a Eforto and King. Here's Steamboat, locked in, pinch hitting for him, as defensive sub is Smokey Ash, former Overdog, now enters at third base, replacing Puckerton. So he's a much better fielder. Gunn will stay in to start the inning as we sub in pinch hitter Lewis Rhodes to take the at-bat. Hitting 167 off the bench. Not a good year for Lewis. I believe he's hitting 2 for 12 on the year here off the bench. A very bad year for him. Second in our organization. Has not gone well for him. Third year in the league for Lewis. Cutter, low, 1-0. Gunn just missed the plate. Cutter in there on the next one, 1-1. Curveball hangs, rip foul, 1-2. Curveball up and away, lined at the middle, base hit for Lewis. He got it past the diving Adamo. There you go, Lewis. Got a tying run, leads off the inning. Now Eforto, 1 for 3 with a single. And Gunn stays in. They're playing the bunt. Now, do we actually bunt? That's the question. King is due up next. He's not a good hitter either. Yeah, Dano's not great. Kira's 10. She would be a better hitting option here. Slinger's not a slouch with the bat either, I'm noticing. Rock is still locked in, so he'd be an option. Alright, we have pitchers who could swing the bat. Dieguez would have clutch. Nah, I'll take my chances with Dig here. Can't discount him. Alright, Dig, let's see what we got here, buddy. First pitch cutter, outside, 1-0. Curveball hangs, blooped over short, diving, Gaspar out of his reach. It's a base hit. Dig extends it, 2 on, nobody out now. Winning run at first, tying run at second, and here comes Alberto King, who's 0 for 1. And now they're playing double play depth. Now is when we drop down the bunt. Alright, come on, Alberto. Squares, drops it down, fair ball in front of the plate. Bronx throws down to second just in time to get Dig, but that's all they get on the fielder's choice. First and third, 1 down for Elroy, who's 0 for 4. Very hard to double up. No longer locked in. Elroy's yet to get a hit today, but if he gets a hard ground ball up the middle or somewhere where they have to dive, we will tie the game. Come on. You got this, Elroy. First pitch cutter, chopped in front of the plate. Fouled off, 0-1. Heater down the middle, fouled back, 0-2. Slow down, Elroy, slow down. Breathe and lock in, 0-2. Heater up and in, lined over short. Caught by Gaspar for the second out. Everybody's back safely. And it's all down to Ray's Rufo, who's on fire. 2-4 with a double and a single. High pitch active. And that'll do it for Gunn. Dion Base is coming in to pitch. What? The infielder? That's not a typo. That is a position player coming in to pitch. Their bullpen must be absolute. Oh my god, their bullpen is fucked. They have Miguel Duke, who's fully rested. Babette Walkman. They're both available. Hopkins is not really available, but they have Duke, they have Lou, they have Walkman. Like, they have 3 options who are rested. They just all suck. Oh, God. What is this? I don't think I've ever seen this before. All right, Rufo. Just take it easy, kid. Take it easy. Make him throw a strike. Heater in there at the knees. 0-1. 87. Oh, that's a changeup. 0-2. That's a good pitch. Heater in, lined at the middle, knocked down by base. Slow roller to second. Throw to first. Not in time! Infield single for Rufo. We're tied at 3. And the game continues for Maggie Rags, getting her first at bat of the entire season. And Dion Base is stuck on the mound for this at bat. And if Rags reaches, the next batter as well. So they're stuck with Dion Base, who's pitching tense. Oh my God, if Maggie Rags walks it off here with a bomb. Oh my God, it was meant to be this season. Come on, Maggie. Down the middle, Chopper, back to the mound. Dion to first, he gets out of it, but we tie the game at 3. There we go, guys. Good job. Whew, wow. That was something, let me tell you. Oh my God. Good Lord. All right, Lewis, you're coming out. You're not a great defender. We're going to go to the long man, South Slinger. We're going to take a look at the new guy, see what he's got. Top 10, we're 3 all. Ash, Dazzler, and Gaspar. So extra runner is at second. For them, it's their leadoff hitter, Bruno Adama. That's not great. He's very, very fast. Smokey Ash, former Overdog, leading off. First at bat of the game. He hit that home run against us earlier this year to tie it. Batting 500. South Slinger, long reliever, comes in with an 8.64 ERA, 2.16 whips, 6 strikeouts on the year. 0-2 record. He did not have a very good year before getting released by the team he was with earlier this season. 6 walks as well, 12 hits, 324 batting average against. Only 8 innings as a long reliever is not great. So it's a very small sample size, but it's a really bad sample size. First pitch, 2-seamer up and in. That's high, 1-0. Slider down and away. That's outside, 2-0. 2-seamer down and in. Rip foul out of play, 2-1. Change down and away, runner goes for third. Ball 3, throw down to third, not in time. Stolen base for Adamo, infield in. 2-seamer up and in. Rip foul, full count. Slider down and in. Chased it, strike 3. First punch out for Slinger. Let's go, Sal. Next up, Dazzler. 1-4 with the double, locked in. Infield remains drawn in. Slider down and away. Chased it outside, 0-1. See me down and in. Strike called, 0-2. Great pitch. Tough out activates, though. 0-2 count. Change down. Chased it, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Slinger. Let's go, Sal. 2 down for Gaspar. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Tier 2 contact for his lefty does activate, and he has Tier 1 low pitch. Change up and in. Taken high, 1-0. 2-seamer up and away. Outside, 2-0. Slider in, ball 3. Walk him. Go ahead, Gaspar, take first. First and third for Vortex. Tense, 1-4 with an RBI single. He does have a stolen base. 2-seamer up and away on the first one. Check strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in. Fouled off late, 0-2. Slider down and away. Outside, 1-2. 2-seamer up and in. Inside, 2-2. Good take. Slider down and away. Outside, 3-2. What a take. Gaspar will be off. Full count offering. Change it down and in. He gone! Strike 3. Slinger strikes out the side. Let's go, Sal. That's why we got you. You're better than Marshmallow. He would have wilted under the pressure. Bottom 10. It's 3-all. Let's go win this shit. Star, McFarland, and Estrada coming up. And the runner at second base, Maggie frickin' Rags, who can fly. Star 2-4 today, 2 singles and an RBI. He's locked in. RBI hero, first pitch Slayer, both active. And here comes reliever Miguel Duke as they wisely take Dion Base off the pitcher's mound. All right, Duke, the former Sirloins reliever, has not thrown a pitch this entire season, so this is his first appearance. Let's see how he does. Junk baller to the extreme. He has a fastball, slider, and curve. Doesn't have a lot of accuracy or a lot of velocity, so we'll see how well this goes. And they intentionally walk Star to force a double play opportunity. And they'll put up the rookie McFarland, 1-4 with a double. Can she win it? Her ball, middle in, off the plate, 1-0. Chased it up and in on the next pitch, popped up to second, infield fly. Adamo puts it away, 1 down. Here's Estrada, rookie, 1/4 solo homer, still locked in. Curveball hangs in there at the letters, though, 0-1. Looked a little high to me. Heater up, ripped by Estrada to left center gap, and that's going to be ball game. Rolling past Dazzler to the fence, around third, Rags easily scoring. Walk-off double for Estrada, 4-3, Dogs win, and they end the season on an 11-game winning streak, finishing at 12-4. The Overdogs get the win. Let's go. Nothing like a little bit of bonus baseball for you, folks. 10 innings today. The Dogs get the win, improving to 12-4, while the Jacks fall to a league worst 3-11. Loss today will go to D on base, actually, because that inherited runner was his. Not bad. Our offense was pretty lackluster in this one, but we fought back and we got the win in exciting fashion. If this is a tune-up game for the playoffs, I'm a little scared because our offense should be better than this against this team, specifically. RBIs today for the Jacks. They had RBIs for Kringer on a double, Gaspar on a sac fly, and Vortex on a single. For us, RBIs for Rufo on a infield single, I believe. Star had an RBI double, and Estrada had a solo home run and the walk-off RBI double as well. Not bad. Pitching lines, Kim, 7 1/3 quality innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, a strikeout and a homer. He stays at 0-2. Gunn, inning and a third, 3 hits, 1 earned run. Dion Base, a third of an inning, takes the loss with 1 hit and 1 unearned run scored, charged to him. He falls to 0-1. Miguel Duke throws a few pitches, gets his first out of the season. 1 hit, 1 walk. He gives up the game-winning double. Mario Klein, 6 quality innings for the rookie today. 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, 3 earned runs. He stays at 2-1. ERA gets to just above 3, but still a very solid rookie campaign. I'm very happy with him as the number 4. Steamboat was out 3 scoreless innings in relief, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. That's our ace out of the pen. And Sal Slinger, an inning in his debut, striking out the side after giving up an intentional walk. He improves to 1-2. Nice job, Sal. That's what I got you for, buddy. Player of the game, Rash Estrada for the solo homer and the walk-off double. Rays Rufo, 3 for 5 day double, 2 singles, a run scored, a 1 run driven in, and a stolen base. And Chasey Kim, 7 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout. He's the third place finisher. All right, we love to see that, another dub, and that means next episode for our Dogs, it's the playoff time, baby. It'll be the quarterfinals. All right. Ooh, Rufo or Star. That's not fair. I like both of these guys. Ah, man. I mean, Rufo did really well today, so I'll do Carlton on this one, I guess. Nutmeg or Roundhouse? Well, Roundhouse is cheaper, so sorry, Elliot. All right, looking around the league before we send the last 2 games of the season here. There we are. Hurley Bender, released by the Platypi. He'll be replaced by BB Takabasai. Seb Swolson to the Grapplers. He'll be replacing Jack Cracker. Wiggles Freeman to the Buzzards, replacing Hack Liner. Shame we probably won't be able to afford him. Yo-Yo Yamamoto's going to the Grapplers. He's going to be replacing Rhonda Horn. King gets +2 contact and randomly up to 22. Love to see that. Billy LeBoink to the Blowfish. He'll replace Axel Torque as the Mercenary failed to get the Blowfish into the playoffs. Charlemagne Charleston to the Moose. He'll replace Slip Sauter. Kerry Cartman to the Buzzards. He'll be replacing Huffley Buffler. Flash Ladar to the Sandcats. He'll replace Buttons Bunterson. Melody Moods to the Nemesis, replacing Tusker Fuss. Wally Bacon released by the Freebooters for Theodore Stiffner as they beef up their roster for the playoffs. Jerry Ronner goes to the Platypi. He'll be cutting Jameson Cisneros. Steve O'Reeves to the Freebooter, released by the Freebooters. He'll be replaced by outfielder Dolph Stake. nice. I wanted Dolph, though. He was pretty good. Alright, we'll do player development stuff here in a second. Let's send the last 2 games of the season as the Crocs are looking to take down the Jacks. They rally, but lose the first game to the Jacks 5-4. And in the second game, the Jacks sweep them, winning to 4-0. So the Jacks improved to 5-11 to tie with the Heaters for worst record in the league. But the Heaters are now the worst team in the league because their run differential is worse. So Crocs lose both games of that doubleheader. So even if we had lost this game, or last game, we still would have won the division. Alright. But yeah, Crocs coming in now on a cold streak. That drops them to the 4 seed. We are going to be playing the Crocs in round 1. Because their run differential is now worse than the wide loads. So it's us and the Crocs in round 1. B-Wolves and wide loads, those division rivals will face off on the other side. 1 seed on the other side of the bracket is going to be the Sawteeth. They are taking on the Pigs. Wild Pigs have the lowest run differential at +7. Freebooters, the 2 seed, will take on the Sirloins, the 3 seed. Not bad. Alright. First things first, let's do player development real quick. Do you need extra fielding? Not really. Do you want a Tier 1 trait? Also not really. Lewis Rhodes, Tier 3 Little Hack would be awesome. I ain't gonna lie to you. Plus the extra arm would probably help. Wild Thrower is dumb. We want to avoid that on a catcher at all cost. Mind Gamer at Tier 1's not great for Estrada. So I'll think about that one. Chance to give her to Noodle Arm. Yes, please. This one's most valuable. 1 speed to 53 for Jones. 1 fielding to 63. 1 arm to 39. Bonus 2 speed roll. Doesn't get it. Bonus 2 fielding roll. Also doesn't get it. Going for the losing Noodle Arm trait. He also does not lose it, unfortunately. So that's unfortunate. Estrada, I might risk this, but I kind of want to save some money for next season. And Estrada's most likely going to be back next year on the bench, so I'm fine with him where he's at. Rhodes, I like the Tier 3 Little Hack. That trait's going to be more valuable. 3 arm to 48, bonus 5 arm. He doesn't get it, unfortunately. Rolling for Tier 3 Little Hack. Does he get it? No, unfortunate. That would have been nice. And you know what? We got the money left over. Let's buy it for him. Estrada, take your extra speed. You actually need it. 3 speed to 56, bonus 5 speed. He's not going to get it. Rolling for Tier 1 Mind Gamer. Doesn't get that either, so that's alright. A little bit more development for our young players. Alright, that's it for player development opportunities. Let's check the stats and see who is going to be the league leaders and MVP. And then we will go look at potential roster moves for the playoffs. So looking at team stats, we had a really solid offensive season for the most part, as we had 4 guys over 10 RBIs on the season. Rufo and Jones each with 13. Starr led the team with 18, and McFarland had 16. McFarland led the team in home runs with 5. Jones had 4, Starr 3, Rufo 2, and 1 for Estrada and Action as well. So we did not hit a lot of home runs, but when we did, they were pretty massive. But we had a lot of guys get on base, and we just killed them on the base paths. Like, we had Rufo hit 413, Action hit almost 400, Jones hit 380. Starr hit almost 440. McFarland, as a rookie, hit 529. Estrada off the bench hit 440. Fordo off the bench hit 440. Dano hit 400. Yeah, like, we had a lot of contributors that got on base, and then we drove in the runs. Like, we just did it. Looking at the pitching, our starting pitching was fantastic. Outside of Dieguez, Bergenberg, Smith, and Klein were all really freaking good. Bergenberg and Smith were basically elite level this year. Bergenberg's whip under 1, Smith's whip at 1. Both of them were under 2 ERA, and both go 3-1. And Bergenberg even threw 31 innings because he threw a 1 complete game shutout. So did Smith, really. And Smith didn't give up a single home run this year, apparently. Yeah, and he led the team in strikeouts with 24. That I would not have guessed. Dieguez was alright, but it wasn't ace level. I'm thinking maybe I start Bergenberg as the ace in the playoffs. Like, the dude's earned it. And then maybe have Dieguez be the 2 or something. I don't know. I'll think about it when I get there. Let me know what you guys think. Looking at the bullpen, Slinger, his 1 inning was great for us. 3 strikeouts and a walk. You got to win. Can't judge him too harshly coming over from the Jacks. He was on a shitty team that didn't do anything right all year, so I can't put all the fault on him. Munstar, she was really bad this season. Like, she was so bad. Like, thank God Roundhouse, Wissell, and Heimlich were all, like, elite, because, good Lord, Munstar, that is a horrible year. My God. You need to step it up in the playoffs, girl, or otherwise I might be replacing you come this offseason. But yeah, Roundhouse, again, another fantastic year. ERA under 2.5. Whip at 125. Wissell had an ERA under 2 and a whip almost at half, like a .5. Heimlich had an ERA at 2.25 and a whip at 1.5. So he didn't have a lot of innings, but when he pitched, Heimlich was good. All right, not bad. Let's take a look at league leaders. Who is your MVP for year 4? It is no one on the Overdogs. This is the first year where we do not have the MVP winner on our team, which also means we will not have the Triple Crown winner on our team, because each of the first 3 years we had that as well. McFarland finishes 4th, so she is by far and away, unless Special's not a rookie. And Harding, if he's a rookie, unfortunately, she will lose out on Rookie of the Year, the Cy Young, and the MVP, because the number 1 guy in the league is Rick Harding, the rookie starter from the Grapplers. 2-0 with an ERA at 1.17 with an 0.75 whip. He threw 30 innings. So he averaged, oh my God, 30 innings, 4 starts. That's 7 innings a start. That's like 7.5 innings a start. His batting average against is 1.57, and he struck out 34. That's pretty freaking good. And he threw 2 complete game shutouts. Damn. So his 2 wins were shutouts. Okay. I see you, Harding. Don't want to see you in the playoffs. Wes Yogurt, number 2. He's the ace of the Sawteeth. Special is a pitcher. She's a starter? Reliever? No, she's a reliever. Wow. A reliever finished 3rd. So McFarland is the first offensive player on the list. She finishes 4th in the top 10. Smith is 6th. Bergenberg is 7th. And Carlton Starr is 9th. We see Slash Trips make it, Holder Close, and Warren Yount, former Overdog, right there at the bottom. All right, league leader. So McFarland does at least win the batting average crown, so she does take home the batting title. Starr finishes 3rd, Rufo 5th, Elroy 8th. Home runs, McFarland finishes tied for 5th. And then Starr takes the RBI crown with 18. McFarland 3rd. Jones and Rufo each tied for 7th. On-base percentage goes to McFarland, Starr 8th, McFarland 3rd in slugging, and 2nd in OBS combined. Hits, McFarland led the league, followed by Starr, then Rufo, Action, and Jones. Man, 37 hits. Jesus, McFarland. McFarland was also cracked the top extra base hits list with 10. She finishes tied for 8th. No one on our team in the strikeout category. Runs scored, McFarland number 1, Rufo number 2, Elroy and Starr both tied for 5th. Stolen bases, Elroy tied for the league with 10 with Zoom de la Cruz. And then Dano makes the caught stealing list with 2, unfortunately. Pitching, wins, Bergenberg and Smith both with 3, cracked the top 10, tying for 3rd. Ren Pugh, out of the Sawtooth bullpen, goes 6-0 in his 3rd season. Man, that is impressive. Great work for Ren out of the bullpen this year. Burbany is the only pitcher with an ERA under 1 that qualifies. Special number 2. Harding 3. Lupine Berg from the Blowfish 4. And then Bergberg all the way down here. He checks in with a 1.45. He's only 8th on the list. Warren Yount at a 1.38 ERA. Wow, good for him. Good bounce back year for Warren. Bear Escargot led the league in saves with 3, along with Bupton, Preston, Special, Hale, and Diggler. And then moving to whip, Special 0.54, Special again at OBA, and strikeouts, Rick Harding with 34. No one on our team cracks the top 10, unfortunately. Smith just misses it with 24, so that's unfortunate. Strikeouts per 9, nobody for our team. Walks per 9, though, it's Rock Smith number 1 at 0.32. Dieguez number 3 with 0.73. Say what you want about Dieguez being bad this year, at least he didn't walk anybody. Rock Smith number 1 in the strikeout to walk ratio. He had 24 to only 1 walk. And that is your top 10. All right, let's look at free agents and see if there's anybody we can swing to add to this team here. Obviously, Beckham Crosby has been a huge liability for us. If we're going to replace him, it needs to be a scholarly player, or we replace Alberto King. Either one of these two could be replaced, and I would be fine with it. Let's see what's out there for catchers. And there are no catchers, so they're both going to make the roster. Damn it. So Sack is still at $24 million. We're definitely not going to be able to afford him, so he is not coming back. Sauter, Bunterson, Cisneros, Overo. Buffler. I mean, Rally O'Vera would not be a bad addition for the bullpen, but I don't know if I could slot him in anywhere. I mean, I love my bull. Outside of Munstar, who was bad this year, there really isn't anybody I want to replace. Like, Wissel's fine. Munstar's probably the only one I would consider replacing, and she's still good. Like, I don't need to replace her either. So I think I'm comfortable not touching relief pitching this offseason. Or this playoff push. I think we're set there in the bullpen. Our starting rotation's been fantastic. I'm not even looking at that. It's just like offensively. Is there any of these guys that I want to bring in, like Darcy Hicks? He could be a pinch hitter off the bench. 7-6. How'd he do this year? He didn't do particularly well for the Jacks, but he played for the Jacks. They were objectively the worst team in the league for most of the season. So if I brought him in for Lewis Rhodes, I wouldn't be spending too much, but I would lose my Tier 3 scholarly traits, which sucks. Hack Liner at $17 million. Probably not going to bring him in. Sucks to see him get released. Rhonda Horn, no thank you. Buttons Bunterson would be an interesting signing, but I'm quite happy with my shortstop from Carlton, so I'm not going to make that move. Kasha Emmon, former Overdog's a free agent. Axel Torque. As much as I want to bring the former Overdog home, Filet Jones has been great in left field. I don't see the need to replace him either. If the only move I'd be interested in making is maybe Lila Arbor for Maggie Rags, but Maggie is such a good defensive player, and with how well Rash played in the regular season, especially near the end, I don't see the need to take him off the roster or get rid of Maggie Rags. So I'm going to keep Maggie and use her as a bench outfield option, and we are going to stick with what we have on the team right now. We are not making any roster moves to beef up the roster before the playoffs. I'm very happy with how this team is built. And we have played really well. We've won 11 games in a row to end the year. We're the hottest team in baseball at 12-4. This is the team that I think can do it. So let's jump into it and give you a preview of the playoffs starting next episode. We are taking on the Crocodons, our division rivals, in the first round. That will be where we pick it up next episode. So just a quick reminder before we sign off here today, how I do the playoff episodes. It is going to be me playing all of the games in the series at once, depending on if we sweep, get swept, or go all 3 games. They will all be played one after the other as one big episode, and I won't break it up like episodic-wise like I normally do. It'll be one mega episode, so stick around for that, and I'll catch y'all for that one. But that is going to do it for this episode here today, folks. If you made it, just a quick recap, we did manage to pull off the upset again. We did not pull off the upset. We managed to avoid the upset here in the regular season finale, winning 4-3 in 10 innings over the Jacks. As our offense was not very good today. Mario Klein was solid, but the offense was it was on and then it was off, and it was on and then it was off, and so on and so forth. It was just it couldn't stay consistently good the entire time. It was over aggressive early in the count, and that's why Kim was allowed to get so deep in the game, because we kept swinging at early strikes. But we do get the win thanks to the antics of rookie Rash Estrada, as he walks it off for us with the double in the 10th inning, giving us the victory and extending our winning streak to 11 straight games to end the year, finishing at 12-4 with the best record in the league, tied with the Salty. And we will be taking on our rivals, the Crocodons, in the first round. We didn't make any roster moves to beef up the roster. We did a little bit of development, and now we're ready to jump into the playoffs next episode to try and get back to the finals to win our first championship here in the series. Remember, last year we made it to the finals and lost in 2. We got swept. Let's see if we can avenge that result next time out. Made it this deep, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already over on YouTube and you're watching this, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch will be down in the description below if you guys want to come over, watch the games live before they're posted. And also, you can follow me over on this platform as well if you so choose. That's at PracNasty over here on Twitch as well. Quick shout out to Silver Spring for tuning in and chatting with me throughout the stream. Everyone else, catch you on the next one. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.